welcome to your quick and general reading. We are doing a full moon reading, and this is the 5-card. Oh, why do I have all the cards flying out? This is a 5-card spread for you, Leo. And bear in mind, it is a general reading, so take what resonates and drop the rest. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Shamala. I am a spiritual teacher and intuitive therapist. And I use these cards sometimes in my therapy work, especially when the client is not able to access certain parts of their consciousness, and the cards are really helpful. And of course, I also offer tarot readings. For those who are interested, you can book a session. The link is below this video. Okay, so the full moon is coming up on the 30th or 31st August, depending on where you are located in the world. It is the biggest full moon in 2023. It's a very powerful one. And I've written an article about this as well. So the link is also below this video. If you're interested, you can go check it out to read more about what this full moon is all about. Okay, so 5 cards. And we are going to use this deck as clarifier or for more information. And we are going to now use this oracle deck. Pick a message from spirit, right? What the spirit wants to say to you, Leo. We'll leave it aside and we'll come back to it after we're done with the tarot. So the first card is about, this represents the energy of the full moon for you. Tower moment. Ooh, very nice. So you are restructuring your life, restructuring things around. It could be a bigger aspect of your life or just a small segment of your life. You know, the tower moments are good because it just means that you are restructuring. So for some of you, it could be like changing the way you think, changing the way you view life. It's all good, you know. Often people fear the tower moment because maybe they are attached to the past or attached to, you know, what they have currently. But I feel like we are always changing anyway, and having a breakdown of certain structures so that we can invent new things is always good. So for creativity, this is always good, right? Letting go of some old ideas and allowing new ideas to come in. For lifestyle, obviously, what doesn't serve you anymore, like bad habits, addictions, all of that, all those things do not serve you. Then you allow new things to come in and healthier things to come in. Now, let's get more information about this for you, Leo. And we have the 5 of Cups. Right, this is very focused on emotions. So if you are feeling conflicted within yourself, feeling as maybe you're going through some grieving process, grieving over a loss, or feelings of abandonment and maybe even disappointment, right? You will go through this restructuring, right? It is a good time to go through this restructuring, I feel. And then you come into closure. This is good. So you're going through this process where, you know, you're grieving, you're feeling all the regrets, the failure, whatever it is that you're feeling. Just feel the feeling, right? Nothing wrong in feeling them. It's just that you need to move out of it, right? So work with a therapist, work with a coach, work with someone to work through it. And then you will come into greater emotional commitment towards yourself, right? 2 of Cups is always about unifying and getting more aligned, becoming much more connected. Yeah, it's really about, you know, making a stronger connection with yourself. I feel like this is a really good one if you're thinking about your personal relationship with yourself, right? How do you become healthier? So you do need to let go of some, you know, emotional baggage which you may have been carrying, and then, you know, come out renewed. For some of you, you may have been experiencing issues in your marriages or maybe in long-term commitments, and that can bring up some issues. And if you relook at the relationship and how you can make it work better, and for each of you to really go into your own shadow energies and healing your own emotional past trauma, then you will see the relationship in a different light. You will make a commitment with each other in a different way. Okay, now let's see what lessons you need to learn from this full moon. Justice. Justice is nice. Justice is about rebalancing, right? Whenever we get justice, it's all about rebalancing of energies. It's about fairness. It's about, it's about rebalancing. And to clarify this, you are encouraged to face this chaos, right? Seemingly chaotic, but it is not. It's actually a restructuring into something better. To go into it with the Knight of Wands, right? To enter into this new phase, to enter into this into this full moon with energies of courage, feeling adventurous, right? Because I feel for you, Leo, that you're entering quite an adventurous time in your life. Definitely different, definitely doing something different. So it could be in the business arena. You have a new idea about what you want to do, or maybe some of you is a change in job, maybe going into an entirely different type of career that you never thought that you would go into, but then, you do. And then we have Seven of Swords, right? Seven of Swords traditionally is very focused on like dishonesty, greed, and all of that. But I feel like this particular, two ways to look at this, right? For some of you, I feel like you're learning a lesson of discernment, but how people may have been very deceptive and you have not been, maybe you've been too naive to see through it. So that's a big lesson for you to learn. So it's almost like on hindsight, you have certain realizations about what has happened in your life and how you're seeing things much more clearly now. So all good lessons here. But others of you, I feel like if you are running a business or you have a career in strategizing, I feel there's a temptation in which you want to come up with something that is like a making a quick buck, quick money, but this will, maybe it's not a win-win kind of situation. So something to think about, something to see how you can address this and be much more honest with yourself in how you're addressing this. And definitely a lesson here, right? A life lesson to be learned here as well. Okay, so Leo, just watch out for this particular energy, that you do not fall flat on your face. That's what I'm saying here. All right, now let's look at the third card. Third card is something in your life that's coming into a completion. Right, full moon. So full moon shining into full moon. So something is ending, right? So restructuring. But let's get more information for you, Leo. And here we go. Three of Wands. Okay. So there is there is a movement into working more in a much more collaborative effort. So you've been working solo all this time. That's coming to an end. You are really almost like you're waiting for new things to come up, waiting for growth, waiting for expansion, also picking up, growing in confidence. And Three of Wands often represents the energy of waiting for your ships to sail in, right? This often says that. So there's a lot of exploration. And if you have been, in your life, perhaps if you've been working alone, not that adventurous, not into growth, very happy in your comfort zone, that's about to change. All right, you are going to go into greater expansion, working with more people, almost like a growing up process, right? Whether it's personal life or career. Let me pick that card up. It's on the floor. And we have strength, okay? And good. So you are developing greater strength, greater self-love, greater self-respect as well, and understanding and seeing also your inner strength, from all of these lessons that you are learning, right? It's coming here where you are seeing. And so you are, coming to, completing the cycle where maybe you've been feeling not good enough, feeling small, feeling, all of those things. But you are growing, definitely. All right. A lot of growth. This full moon brings in a lot of wonderful energies for you. I'm really excited to see what your September reading will be like. So I'll be doing a reading very soon. It'll be interesting to see, after the full moon, what's going to happen for you in September. Okay. Now let's see. This card represents what areas in your life needs nourishment. Okay. And we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords traditionally is about sorrow and grief. So there is an aspect within your own consciousness that requires your attention, and that is addressing emotional baggages. I think we talked about this already, but it's coming up again. So this means that you really need to pay attention and to put some time, put some effort, put some energy into addressing grief, disappointment, some of the heartache, some pains that you have gone through, trauma, all emotional baggage, because you are also entering a time of emotional maturity, almost like emotional awakening. So it is a good phase in your life that you're going through, and I feel it is important for you to address this. Now, if you are lost and you don't know where to start, you can always check out my other channels, an educational channel called Musings from the Past, Present, and Future. I teach about emotional empowerment, how to inner parent, inner child trauma, and all of that. So go look it up. Very good clarifier here. When you address these things, you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about renewed emotions. Remember what I said about emotional awakening? So it says here, emotional awakening. Ace of Cups is really about emotional awakening. It's about deeper feelings, being able to get in touch with a wealth of emotions so that your range of emotions is wider, rather than you have all these variety of emotions that makes you much more complete as a person, rather than being sometimes people only have, their range of emotions is so limited, right? They're either either angry or irritable. There is nothing in between and nothing positive. They're very polarized in a way. All right, so it's time to break out of the polarization and know that it is okay to feel a whole range of emotions, because it makes you a healthier person. It makes you have greater access to who you are as a being, right? Human beings are different from other sentient beings, mostly because of our emotional body. And you have the Emperor here. Emperor is very good energy, right? Lean into the Emperor energy whenever you feel lost, whenever you feel like you are emotionally handicapped. Lean into the energy of the Emperor, because the Emperor energy really signifies the inner parent, right? It's a father figure. And this is a consciousness that has to come from within yourself. And the Emperor also helps you to develop self-respect, self-confidence, discipline, stability, and structure. Okay, so it is a very divine masculine energy. Lean into this for nourishment. I feel it will assist you tremendously as you enter this new phase of your life. Let's look at the fifth card. Fifth card is all about what can you do to connect with your highest potential. And this is not a tarot card, but this represents abundance. Let's pick one more. Yeah, that's in the deck, but it's not a tarot card. But I like to put it in there also, because when it comes up, it's so nice to be able to see it, because it's also about full moon, right? And it represents your potential and completion and abundance. But let's see what the tarot says. Queen of Wands, very nice. So connect with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is all about believing in self-confidence, believing in your own ability. So self-belief is so important in order for you to reach your highest potential. Let's see what else is there for you, Leo. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, another queen coming up for you. Queen of Wands is it's a very fiery energy. The queen is feminine. It's about believing in your spirit, right? And the Queen of Wands also holds the energy for creativity, inspiration. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is very practical, right? Also feminine energy, very nurturing. So you have all the queens coming up here, which is really nice. And it is balanced by the Emperor here. And we have one more for Leo. Let's see what else. Okay. We'll just take the top one. Okay, so the top one, Six of Swords, is about transition. So you're going through a transition. Some of you are traveling much further you're leaving some things behind, you're entering into calmer waters as well. And there's kind of an energy of like acceptance, almost like, okay, this is what I'm going through. I'm just accepting it as it is. I'm not going to resist it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just allowing myself to grow and to develop. Okay, so it's very nice transitional energy here as you enter into the new month, with the full moon entering into new month. It gets really exciting, Leo. Now let's see what is the message from Spirit for you. And it says here, I am the dreamer of my dream. Very nice. This means that you are in charge of how you want to manifest your reality, making dreams come true. You create those dreams, so you are the dreamer of your dreams, or however you want to interpret this. Okay, so Leo, I appreciate your like and do subscribe to my channel. I ask for the small favor simply because I like to make sure that the algorithm works in my favor. And the more you interact with my channel, leave a comment even, the more you interact with my channel, the better the algorithm works for me, so that this is sustainable. I'm not just doing this, for vanity's sake. It's to make it sustainable, right? For me to maintain the channel. And if I can maintain the channel, it means I can continue to do the readings for free, right? So I appreciate your help in this, and I will see you again soon. I look forward to your September reading. Bye for now.